Most men walk through their day unaware that they've just missed a woman's quiet invitation. It could have been the way she brushed past you in a cafe, or how her eyes lingered a second too long during a meeting. You probably dismissed it as nothing, a passing coincidence. But for her, it might have been a carefully placed signal meant for the man who's perceptive enough to see it. The truth. Many men completely overlook the way women actually flirt. They expect it to be loud, direct, and obvious, when in reality, it's usually subtle, strategic, and easy to miss. Women have mastered the art of creating opportunities without exposing themselves to the sting of rejection. They drop hints, a slightly longer glance, a personal question wrapped in casual conversation, a smile that lingers just long enough to plant an idea in your mind. The catch is simple: if you don't notice these cues, the moment slips away, and so might her interest. But if you do notice, and respond the right way, you instantly separate yourself from nearly every other man. You become the rare one who understands her without her having to spell it out. And rare, my friend, is magnetic. By the time we're done here, you won't be guessing whether she's into you, you'll know. And knowing is when things get interesting. 1. She puts herself in your line of sight. A lot of guys think attraction starts with bold moves, her walking right up to you, starting a conversation, or touching your arm. In reality, for many women, the first play is quiet, simply making sure you can see her. Picture this: Jake, 32, grabs coffee every morning at the same downtown cafe before work. For a week straight, he notices a woman with long dark hair and a sharp blazer always there at the same time. Sometimes she's in line ahead of him, sometimes at a table facing the door. He assumes it's coincidence. But if she's even mildly interested, chances are, it's not. This is where men slip up. They think proximity means nothing unless she speaks first. But being within your view is the first signal. If you miss it, she can retreat without risking anything. Familiarity has power. The more often you see her, the more your mind registers her as part of your world. And women know this. Maybe she adjusts her route so you walk in together, or positions herself just within your peripheral vision. It all looks casual, but it's deliberate. How to respond. Mirror her subtlety, make eye contact, hold it just a beat longer, give a faint smile, then carry on. Create natural opportunities for conversation. Comment on something around you, ask a low-stakes question, or simply greet her next time. 2. She fixes herself when you're near. Not all attraction shows up in words or touch. Sometimes it's in the tiniest adjustments. When you walk into her space, she tucks her hair behind her ear, glances at her reflection in a nearby window, straightens her posture, or smooths her clothes. These aren't random tics. They're instinctive ways of presenting herself in the best possible light to you. Humans have been sending these signals since long before dating apps and flirty text messages existed. The important thing is context. If she's mid-argument on the phone and fiddling with her jacket, it's probably unrelated. But if she's relaxed and suddenly makes small adjustments as soon as you're near, that's worth noting. Your move. Never call it out, it breaks the moment. Instead, recognize it as a green light. Increase your engagement slightly, hold her gaze, step a touch closer, let the air between you charge itself. 3. She finds excuses to talk to you. Women rarely start a conversation with no reason at all. If she makes the effort when she could easily avoid it, it's intentional, even if she disguises it as casual. Maybe she asks if the coffee machine is working, even though she could have asked someone else or figured it out herself. Maybe at the gym she needs help with a machine she's been using for months. These aren't random, they're safe, socially acceptable ways of starting an interaction. Your job. Don't treat it like nothing, and don't overplay it. Respond warmly, then add something playful or interesting to extend the exchange beyond her initial excuse. 4. She creates accidental touch. A brush of her arm against yours. A slight bump as she passes. Her fingertips grazing yours when she hands you something. These moments often bypass logic and go straight to your nervous system. You feel them instantly, and she knows you do. It's not about pouncing on the opportunity. It's about showing you're comfortable in that space. Hold your frame, stay calm, and let it feel natural. A single moment of touch can spark more tension than an hour of talking. 5. She positions herself closer than necessary. Attraction can be measured in inches. She chooses the seat beside you instead of across the table. She stands close in line, even with plenty of space behind you. In a group, she angles toward you instead of someone else. Proximity isn't an accident. It's a quiet way of moving the connection forward. The key is to notice without forcing anything. Stay relaxed, keep your tone even, and allow the closeness to feel natural. Women rarely announce their interest outright. They hint. They create space for you to notice. And when you do, the dynamic changes. The question isn't whether she's giving you these signs. The question is, are you paying enough attention to see them and confident enough to act before they disappear?